Let's see how we can avoid pitfalls in scenarios where we find nonlinearity. To make things easier for you, we are going to show you 4 steps that can help you to avoid pitfalls in nonlinear scenarios. Step number 1 is going to be increase awareness of linear bias. By default, the human brain is optimized for linear thinking. Linear thinking has helped us to arrive at the level of civilization that we are in. It has helped us to survive. However, in the new world, in the modern world, there are many situations where nonlinearity arises. In these cases, the best thing we can do is to be aware that we might be falling in a linear bias. As Daniel Kahneman mentioned in his book, Thinking Fast and Slow, our default mode, or System 1, is biased towards linear thinking. We really need to make an effort, a conscious effort, to engage the System 2, or the part of our being that is engaged in deep thinking. This is the part of our brain that we need to engage when dealing with nonlinear situations. Step 2, focus on outcomes, not indicators. See, management usually tries to set the direction and the incentives within an organization. However, trying to achieve these goals, members of the organization may try to do something called medium maximization. To illustrate this, imagine that an online company is trying to optimize sales. This is the general goal that the management is trying to steer the organization towards. However, the team is involved in looking at the place where the company is landing in the search result pages. The search results obviously have a certain relationships with the amount of traffic that is driven to the site and to the number of sales generated. But if the search results go from place 1 to 2, this has a much bigger impact as if the company would fall from place 10 to 15. So the amount of effort that must be invested, it's nonlinear in regards with the outcomes we are interested in. Step 3, discover the type of nonlinearity you are dealing with. Especially after conducting field experiments, it is important that managers are aware of the impact of the economics of scale after making a decision. In other words, it is important to understand if there are nonlinearities associated with the future course of path and what type of nonlinearities are probably going to emerge. Step 4, map nonlinearities whenever you can. A low-tech way of detecting and minimizing the impact of nonlinearities is drawing by hand charts that display the relationships between the variables. These visualizations will help you achieve awareness of what are the dynamics involved. Put this visualization in a dashboard and run a what-if scenario to understand what might happen. This kind of visualization can even be used by companies interested in helping their customers. For instance, some vehicles show the relationship between speed and fuel consumption in their dashboards. Finally, pay attention to nonlinearity in marketing. Often companies will benefit more from promoting attributes rather than benefits. See, advertisement benefits may show the customers that they are overspending. For instance, the number of pages a printer prints per minute. But many attributes do not have a linear relationship with the benefits. A typical example are download speeds. Usually, download speeds have a linear relationship with price. But as you would have noticed, 100 megabytes does not download significantly faster in a connection of 100 megabits per second versus one with 50 megabits per second. From this perspective, customers may prefer a slower but cheaper internet connection since they would not be saving a linear amount of time.